Rohit Shetty's Singham again, the third film in his Singham franchise and the overall fifth film in his extended cop universe, is an all-out massy theatrical experience, best viewed in a crowded mass setup. However, when it comes to rate it as a fun Rohit Shetty film, Singham again lies exactly in between the fabulous Simmba and the atrocious circus. Ironically, both starring Ranveer Singh, who in fact happens to be this film's biggest asset by far. This is a well made Simba 1.5, masquerading as an entertaining but middling Singham 3. Ranveer yet again plays the bumbling character with the goofy oddball charm that he's known for, defining why this remains to be his most iconic character till date, walking away with the best one liners and scenes in the film. In fact, Rohit Shetty too shines the most as a director in staging the scenes involving the character of Simba, as he gets the pulse of the character so well. Same is also true for a chase sequence in a wedding, which would have otherwise felt obnoxiously out of place but fits right in over here because that's the kind of narrative structure that naturally fits the character of Simba. This time around, we get a much more senior and evolved version of Ajay Devgan's iconic character Singham, someone who accepts his age, achievements, and challenges with admirable grace. Ajay approaches this version with a brilliantly understated charm, only becoming the roaring Singham when absolutely necessary. This evolution also brings with itself tender family dynamics that feel real, evolved, and comforting. His dynamic with his wife Avni, played by the luminous Kareena, and his son are some of the most tender moments in Rohit Shetty's entire filmography. The issue is, despite being a major step forward in terms of character development, this doesn't really feel like our Singham, mainly because you miss the iconic BGM by Ajay Atul due to unfortunate copyright issues. Additionally, there are absolutely no callbacks to the character's original roots. Basically, nothing that makes you nostalgic about the character we have grown up loving. Still, for what it's worth, it's a brilliant rendition of Singham by the iconic actor director duo. The film also utilizes Akshay Kumar to his fullest in his small but brilliant cameo as Veer Sooryavanshi. And the actor too is in his comedic elements, having way more fun this time with the character. Something that the serious tonality of 2021's far superior Sooryavanshi didn't allow him to do. His banters with Ranveer and Tiger are some of the best moments in the film. Deepika, though, unfortunately, gets the shorter end of the stick as her introductory sequence is the most shabbily staged sequence of the entire film, only managing to shine in the few moments of emotional impact Rohit gives her to work with. Still, it's the most underwritten character of the film. Tiger, on the other hand, gets a surprisingly well timed entry at a crucial moment, showing off his action chops in not one but two major action sequences. His character probably gets the most interesting backstory, something unlike Rohit Shetty has done so far. While the justification of the recovery rate due to a bullet wound is a little too far fetched, I would love to see what Rohit Shetty has in store for his character in the future installments. As far as Arjun Kapoor is concerned, he gets the entire franchise's best staged entry. Full marks to Arjun for his efforts as he gives his all to this once in a lifetime opportunity. He sells the required physicality in the brilliant introductory action sequence. But the problem is, for a character as evil as Danger Lanka, Arjun doesn't have a naturally scary face, which is why he fits perfectly in his rom-coms. Rohit Shetty chooses to use Arjun's look as is, never making us feel the dread. This is the kind of character that needed an Anurag Kashyap or a Vijay Sethupathi. Actors who mastered the act of appearing evil on screen. It also doesn't help that the film absolutely fails to utilize the character efficiently in the film's super fun but narratively slightly vapid second half. Now, coming to the man of the moment, the captain of the ship, Rohit Shetty himself. The best way to dive into the world Rohit Shetty creates is by treating it as a modern day Amar Chitrakatha adaptation. He insists on setting his films in real world political landscape, admirably responding to the changing world around him, even though the understanding of these ideologies is rather simplistic and the resolutions sometimes admittedly problematic. In Singham again, he's back in form, staging some of the most hoot-worthy moments best experienced in the theaters with a houseful crowd. His understanding of the audience's pulse is on full display here, visible through nifty directorial skills in comic timing as well as staging action sequences. He also listens and responds to his audience's criticisms throughout. This led to Simmba being his most fun film up to that point of time, while Sooryavanshi, on the other hand, was a welcome change of pace for the director, moving into untapped territory and narrating a rather full bodied, serious action thriller. Here too, he displays a brilliant course correction in the display of the religious identity of the villains, never going beyond the name. The coal laden eyes and religious portrayals from Sooryavanshi are thankfully missing here. The problem, though, majorly comes in the editing department. The Ramlila sequences running through the film's runtime is respectful and competently staged, mostly interspersed with the characters and screenplay at perfect junctures. But the repetitiveness of it bogs you down, making you feel the length of the film to be longer than it actually is. Most of the times, coming across as spoon feeding. This is also true for a lot of other sequences which are stretched beyond the breaking point, making you feel the length. The VFX of the film is also unfortunately one of the worst in recent times, majorly affecting the otherwise competently staged climax. The film also fails to completely utilize the brilliant Jackie Shroff, who was stunning in Sooryavanshi. These issues sadly reduce the non-theatrical rewatchability of Singham again, reducing the film to just being a grand theatrical experience, unlike the other immensely rewatchable films of this universe. This film has a team of 9 writers, including Rohit Shetty himself, and neither of them could come up with a wholesome script deserving of the genuinely good ideas in this film. Rohit Shetty, the director, even makes some of the most lazy scripts work efficiently on screen. Imagine what he can do with a better team of writers, not a bigger, but a better team of writers. In short, watch this film in a packed theater if you are a fan of his brand of solid theatrical entertainment. But as a film, as a full blown Rohit Shetty entertainer, do remember to keep your expectations in check. Rohit Shetty is no doubt back in form, but unfortunately with his weakest entry in the cop universe, coming alive only in the fun second half, courtesy a brilliant Simmba and Sooryavanshi. The next film in this universe needs to be a buddy cop action comedy starring Simmba, Sooryavanshi, and Satya. That's a film I would be paying good money to watch. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description below. Like and share this video. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, do it right away. See you soon.